Alright, all. Woo. Whew. Alright, all. Welcome back to another Pilferpup live art stream here on YouTube, episode 524. Yeah. So we're gonna color this animation tonight, and it'll be fun. So enjoy. I'm gonna let some people know, and we'll get right into it. Yes. Welcome, welcome. It was between streaming and eating dinner. I chose to stream, so I'll eat when I'm dead. Or I'll be eating when I'm dead. Ooh. Cool, Sam. Good to see you again, friend. Welcome. Second is Awkward Miles with the B movie face. Also, I have an icon now. That's much better, Miles. Miles. My thumbnails are getting actually really good though. I destroyed 5 people in the arcade. No one can defeat me in the game, The King of Fighters. I feel immortal. Immortal? You mean immortal? You're in immortal? Oh my gosh, you're wearing a mortal's body. Beans playing McDonald's might not talk much. You're playing McDonald's? Do you have a new game or something? Alright, cool. Alright, so what I want to do is color this, and I know it's a terrible idea, but you know what? Sucks to suck, right? I saw a new Wars movie today. What'd you think about it, Miles? I'm in my home now. I had dinner tacos. Oh, zombie! Tacos sound really good for dinner. Too bad Oh! I can go to this 24-hour taco place. It's not the best, but you know what? It'll do. So we're gonna do the characters pink. Okay. Not bad. Frame 2. It's gonna be a lot of When she entered later or whatever, it looked like the It 2 ending, and when all the resistance ships showed up, it looked like Endgame ending. Oh my gosh. Layer? You mean L-A-I-R? The layer? I mean, I still think it's the best out of all of them, so it doesn't really matter. Lair. Maybe. I'm all the Sith. I mean, we can't really talk about it. Can you play it? Play what? Can I play what? Pepsi? Oh, the animation? Yeah. Give me a sec. I just want to make sure I don't lose this selection here that I got going on. So many frames. Let me get rid of this and also this. And then I can play. Now haters comment me. How dare they end the series on an odd number, not an even number? That's the greatest tragedy. Tragedy. Today a friend told me I miss talk with you and me. Okay, we talk a little and then I try to talk about something I like. She just go and me like, you cold human. Really hate when that happens. Oh, they threw you into the threw caution to the wind. Yeah, some people don't really care about what you want. They only care about what they want. And those are the people that you should not have in your life. Because there's plenty of them out there. Turns out, they're selfish. Pilfer has a new haircut. It's my ears. Today, oh yeah. That's why Pilfer is the friend who can trust. Oh, thanks, buddy. Hurt you too. I keep almost stabbing myself in the eye when I do that motion. Pilfer have a rarity in the head. Yeah. It's Pilfer Jr. Pilfer lower energy. Do I have a fursuit? No, I do not. I just have this hat because I was at an anime convention and I was like, I want something like festive to wear. So I got this and I got a tail. I actually have a red tail somewhere. I think it's in my closet or something. It has a little like squeaky on it. I thought it's fun. Festive being full fursuit? No. Just the hat. I thought it was cool because it has like eyes and it's got little teeth and I was like, oh, that's fun. 'Twas no Aloria before Christmas, not a sound to be heard. For Aloria was still sick, queasy and snot colored, phlegm colored. I don't know. Oh, yet. I think it's only a matter of time. No, I don't see myself as owning one. I want a hat like that, but with Tails the fox. Oh, that'd be fun. I don't have a fursuit because I don't know how to make one. You could buy one for like, they're like they cost more than a new computer. They're like $1,600. It's just like, I feel like people just like the anonymity of you're not being identified from how you're used to looking and being like, you know, whatever stops you from being you. So people put on like a fursuit and I think they feel like they can be whoever they want to be inside it, and I'm like, I'm pretty cool as myself, thanks. I don't need that. I don't trust the creators except you. Aw, thanks, friend. Pepsi, you're so nice. You're a great friend to have in stream. Unlike that teasing Aloria that I always get. Oof, feels bad. I'm just kidding. I appreciate you too, Aloria, equally. What a nice friend. I'm sorry, I was just being facetious. You know, I appreciate you, Aloria. I'm always happy when all of you guys are here. What is your favorite new Pokemon? My favorite new Pokemon is none of the new Pokemon. My favorite new Pokemon was seeing Oddish again. That's what made me happy. I think just the little okay, for one thing, obviously Scorabbit was super cute. I love Scorabbit, and I like the big fiery one, Blazebun, or whatever his name is, Blazekin. And then I like the little sheep. I like the little sheep a lot. Wooloo. I'll be nice. My weapon to kill the haters. The hater slayer Pepsi with 2 eyes. I don't know, you could just be hiding behind being diplomatic. I'll tone it down. No, Aloria, you know I appreciate you. Aloria, no! I don't have a full range of head motion because the back of this hat. Oh, you are approaching me. How dare you approach me? Says Louie! Gooey Louie! You can buy Gooey Louies and like the Haribo bears. Those little like, what's it called? Candy bears, gummy bears, but it's just Louie's face, but like It's a pack, and in the pack you get Louis' face, and you get who's that actor? Haters gonna hate. I'll destroy them with my knife. Shing. Ninja Pepsi. I think you're happy. I'm pretty happy right now. Sup, Pilfer? How's it been? Haven't seen you in a bit. It's been really well, Louis. Thank you. Been animating. Did Pilferpup skip both of the big boy paragraphs, or am I deaf? Oh, I gotta go back and read Miles stuff. What's your new Pokemon? Pilfer, what does it feel to know that you now have great fans who admire you? Did you ever think you would reach this point? I figured I would stream and have a lot more viewers, and then I realized how hard it was to get viewers. And this is being honest. I'm not like trying to pretend like, oh, I'm such a great person, because I'm not. But I thought that when people streamed, they just got viewers. I thought that you would just have like 5,000 people watching you all the time. It's like, oh my gosh, people don't stream, so obviously when you start streaming and have 1 billion people. No, that's not at all how it works. You build a fan base over time, and it took forever to even like get all of you guys in here. And like before you guys, there was another 25 people that were like regulars, but they all like trickled out, and then you guys came in, and you guys have stuck around the longest, and I appreciate that. To answer your question, to answer Zombieland's question, I thought that it would be a lot easier to stream regularly, because I did before. I streamed Final Fantasy 14 online, and I would do it, I think, like 3 hours a night, and I hated it. I thought it was so boring. Like, playing one video game over and over again every single night for 3 hours is probably the worst thing you could do with your life. It's so tedious, and it's so mind-numbing, and just the worst. And the people that came on were cool. Like, I appreciate them. I remember like Voodoo and Traco or something like that. There were a few people that were like regular. But as cool as they were, like nothing is worse than just doing the same boring tasks in a game over and over again. To answer your question, so I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate that you stick around even though all I do is draw, and like I'm really slow at it, and I'm like not the best, but that I could continue to work on stuff, and that you guys are here is what means a lot to me, and that you even find me mildly entertaining. Like, I'm just drawing stuff, and you guys seem to enjoy it, and that means a lot to me. All right, let me go back up and read some of this. When you realize that people that take role-playing really seriously only do it because they prefer their online personas rather than their actual life. Well, I think their online personas, because I identify with this a lot too, is people can identify with a concept more than a person, because when you identify with a person, you're identifying with something that's very much too real, whereas a concept or like this idea is like exaggerated, and it's created in a concept of fun, right? So we would rather attach to Judy Hopps or to to Naruto than we would to like some like your friend that lives down the street, or some random guy. Like, nobody wants to identify with Donald Trump, even though Donald Trump and Naruto are pretty much the same person. And it's just easier to do that. So, I'm gonna have fun with that one. Oh, thanks for the likes, guys. Appreciate that. Oh no, dislikes are real. But yeah, so when people roleplay, it's because there's an identity that they've created that people like, and they can come up with whatever they want for it. And people are like, oh, that's awesome, and you get all this like positive energy towards that identity for yourself. And that goes into another thing that I won't talk about because it's taboo on the internet to discuss this. But moving on. I'm not sure that was completely honest. I'll be nice. My weapon, kill the haters. I don't know. You could just be hiding behind being diplomatic. I'll tone it down. Unpopular opinion. Zubat was one of the best Gen 1 Pokemon. Oh, you're approaching me, eh? I'll get them with my knife. Haters gonna hate. Hold on, I'm buffering. I think you are happy. So Pilfer, how's been? I haven't seen you in a long time. Just want to skip both big boy paragraph, blah blah. I'm actually glad you're streaming. I've been way too serious all day. Aw, thanks, Alori. I appreciate that. While you were gone, Hades got a boyfriend. Woo 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 woo. I want to see. Is he cute? Is it Samurai Dude? Because that guy's cool. Lucy is my waifu. Joke joke. Lucy is your waifu. Pepsi. I remember Lucy. She's cute. I'll share him once it's critique time. Oh, nice. I've been working on a business plan to make more money in the next 3 months. We're talking a detailed plan to execute multiple projects and income streams. Ooh, I want a part of this. Give me a piece of that cake, which has resulted in me feeling huge imposter syndrome. Don't fall in that trap. Don't fall in that trap. Imposter syndrome keeps you from being the best you can be. I need to get out of my head. Yes, you do, Aloria. Anytime you feel like you have imposter syndrome, go to your Hazuro Bandoru, and then if he's not helping you go all the way, then come to me and I'll be like, I'll take a baseball bat and I'll knock that right out of the park. You might lose your head in the process though. I apologize for that ahead of time. I want to stream, but I do not have great privacy other than that OBS is difficult to handle. Yeah, It is difficult. Pilfer, playing mobile games for 3 hours is boring. Me in the background playing Pokemon Go. Oof. Gift cards are the best gift to give because it gives the other person the ability to choose exactly what they want. Yeah, you're not wrong. That moment when Pilferpup compares Naruto to Donald Trump. There it is. We need to build Hidden Leaf. I promise to be nice. Pepsi waifu is Mentos. Oh my gosh, Mentos and Pepsi's best couple. Explosive couple. Did you just define a vibe check? Oh my gosh, that was too fun. Dang, that was a lot of catching up to you. Anyways. Hello, Goldenest the Fox. How you doing, friend? Also, it's awesome having you all here. Hazuro Bando is going to be away for 3 days. No, Hazuro Bando! That moment when you pretend to hear Pilferpup use bathroom to make you feel awkward. Yeah, it's not that hard to make me feel awkward, alright? You guys have seen this happen multiple times. I get uncomfortable being me pretty easily, alright, friends? I'm just trying to be a humble, meek, good boy. But you guys always tease me. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. It's my ooh. Get oohed. Hello. Yellow. Just finished new art. Awesome. We'll definitely do that. Look at it during critique hour, friend. The rabbit in the drawing is like, I need to move. Pilfer, hurry. This pose is killing me. Ha 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 ha. Okay, no joke. Sorry. No, it's fine. Also, it's a mouse. Thank you. Not a rabbit. Hashtag not all mice are rabbits. Alright. Pilferpup is new anime waifu. Oh, hee. Just me and the cats until Christmas night. Aw, Aloria's alone for Christmas. We gotta make Aloria a lonely Christmas silent song. Hey Pilfer, have you seen the new update to Pokemon Go? I'm in love with the buddy feature. Yeah, I thought it was super cute. I love having my little Chikorita run around. You can play with her. Hashtag all Chikoritas are female. Okay, thanks, bye. No boy Chikoritas allowed. This is 5. Frame 5. Pilfer is my wife. I mean, if you pay the right price, I'll be anyone's waifu. I just want that fancy life, alright? If you don't got the goods, then you get nothing. I don't know what that music was, but it just stopped. It's just done in this town. Am I still watching? Yes, I'm literally still here. We'll listen to this one. Pilf Senpai teaches the ways of art, lol. I mean, that's literally what I've been doing, like, since day one. What is the better legendary? Lugia. Lugia is best legendary. Fact. Or Mewtwo. Mew, who cares about Mew? Mew's just a waste of space. Nuh-uh. I love that Louis, like, no matter what the topic is. That's what I said, Mewtwo is also comparable. Lucario is actually pretty cool too. I think Lucario is really cool. I like May from Pokemon. Yeah, she's really cute. Drewfums is best legendary. What's a Drewfum? Is that a Drifloon? He's my baby. Oh, Mewtwo baby. You just like that high potency power. I like that adventure of Lugia being like a beluga whale, but also with human hands and flying type. When Lugia flies, he just flaps his hands like really fast. He goes like twinkle fingers, and then he flutters away. Louis, what's your favorite new Pokemon that they added to this one? Louis knows of Drewfums. No, I just love Mewtwo because it connects to me. Oh, that's cute. Psychically connects to you too. You guys can have conversations in the middle of a fight. He'll just deflect everything. I feel like that's a little unfair to fight Mewtwo, or like any legendary in real life. Boo. Huh. How many frames do I have to do? I have to do 28 frames. Slowly, slow progress. Was before Wooloo's, but is also best Wooloo. Oh, Drewfums is a Wooloo. I don't know that. I was... Okay, hold on. No, I just love... Okay. Drewfums is Aloria's OC, also known as Wooloo. Oh, Wooloo is a cutie pie. That's what I was saying earlier, is Wooloo and Scorbunny, and whatever Scorbunny's final form is, are the only ones that I really like in the new Pokemon game. There's like an armored bird that looks really ugly, and then there's like a corgi dog that I think looks really ugly. And then there's like a bunch of other Pokemon. I'm like, I don't care. These designs are terrible. Get good. Yeah. I was disappointed by the obtainability of the legendaries in Sun and Moon because they could have had way more story if they weren't so easy to access. Yeah, isn't it sad that Mewtwo only learned to talk because he liked a girl and then she still didn't accept him afterwards? It's so sad. It's pretty sad. Drewfums was before Wooloo's, but also best Wooloo. Yeah. And then a wild Spanish word appears. Tequila! Whoa, whoa. None of that devil juice on this channel. Right, zombie? No devil juice here, friend. Mewtwo is crested against his will. Crested? Also, Mewtwo rebels against creators and is hated for it. Also, Mewtwo only gets any outside constancy when someone threatens to capture him. Yeah, contact. Oh. Yeah, that's about right. Mewtwo's just a Naruto clone, let's be honest. Mewtwo and Donald Trump have a lot in common. They're just Naruto clones. Just imagine Mewtwo and Naruto running into Area 51. Drew Foams is in the fridge, right? Man, I need to proofread stuff. Created? Oh my gosh. You created a monster. Ooh, this song's really cool. It's too much work to color this in. Ah. I went to springhole.com and used their magic pet generator as a name generator. Then Drew Foams was born. Oh, there was a running joke in another stream about springhole.com. Yeah, I would imagine so. I'm excited to see your Drew Foams character creation. Also, what should I get for dinner that's open past 12? Because by the time the stream's done, I will have eaten for the first time today, which makes me feel bad. Actually, that's not true. I feel pretty good about it because I'm like, man, how cool when you care about you guys more than eating. It's like, be fed and happy, or stream for these tchotchkes. I was thinking of like a silly word to use. Couple of. Isn't a tchotchke like something that's in the middle of a shopping mall? Frog50, welcome friend. We can go to Denny's. Is there any Denny's around here even? IHOP is pretty bad. We can go to choose a place for us to go to, Evan. I don't want to go to like. The problem is like Jim's. Jim's is really good, don't get me wrong. But I feel like Jim's has like really bad service at this time. At least like the times that we've gone. And so I feel like IHOP's gonna be the same. It's gonna be like little, like very small staff. Denny's down the street from me. Oh, I mean, there's a lot of Denny's in California. When it's critique time, it never really ends until the stream ends. Yeah, sort of. I mean, that's not necessarily true, but maybe. Well, I'm thinking Whataburger though. In all honesty, I feel like that's the easiest go to because they're open 24/7. Oof. Then, yeah. Let's see. This is 7. Ew, I can hear Pilferpup using. Stop it! I'm not even in the restroom right now, fam. You can't fool me this time. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me thrice. Teach me to chew. Fool me 4 times, and I'll pay you $40. Pay me 5 times, and I'll fool you for free. That's how it goes, right? We're losing him again, guys. We're losing Pilferpup again. He's too much of a wild boy. Sorry, I'm like losing my mind here. I apologize. Each frame I do is one step closer to insanity. Let's be real, I've been insane this whole time. I've resisted typing things so many times already. Why? Just do it. I love when you tease me. It just kills me a little bit inside and I'm closer to sweet, sweet serenity. You don't need to be a good artist if you don't exist. You don't need to animate. You don't exist, fam. Oh, my heart. Pilferpup any other minute of the day. Smiley face, Pilferpup during stream. Ooh, eh. Ooh. Oh, oh. Thanks. Oh. Ooh. That's a lot of expressions. You're not wrong though. Nope, I said I would be good. Hello. Vote for Pilf Progress in his middle name. What? Progress? Oh, is his middle name. Yeah, thanks. Pilfer Progress Pup. Oh my gosh. What I should really do is just become the next Chris Pratt. All I would have to do is start acting. It'd be the easiest fight of my life. Let's be real, we look the exact same. We're like identical twins. Ew, I can hear people using the bathroom. Okay, stop it. You can't, alright? I'm like literally right in front of you, alright? That's nasty. Couple of rude boys, that's what that is. You guys are those new rude boys that they're making, aren't you? Oh, I like this song. So we would hear it and find him. Prometheus. Lots of actors can't even act, to be honest. I mean, you're not wrong. Have you seen Dick Van Dyke? He's like the standard that the actress should go by. Why are you hanging on to the bathroom one? He's set himself up for so much stuff, guys. Yeah. Aloria, please, you have full permission to come at me, friend. You make me a stronger man by you attacking me non-stop over and over again, beating me down, breaking my will to live. Don't go for the low-hanging fruit anymore. You compared Trump to Naruto, for goodness sake. That's an easy one though. Dwayne Johnson has the same personality no matter what character he's playing. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's the personality people want though. Yeah, it's just a Pilfer meme. Ew, I can hear Pilfer compare Naruto to Donald Trump. Frog, if I were to make keyframes, if we were to animate together, how would that work? Would I make the keyframes and then you just do cleanup? Would you do in-betweens? One day you just see Donald Trump Naruto run. It's so funny. What? Okay, constructive criticism. Don't tell a married lady to come to you 100% of color. Wait, what? I don't get it. I'm sorry. You just see that moment when Donald Trump Naruto runs from impeachment. Oh, jeez. Oh. I'm not sure I understand. We can take the role you feel strongest at. You hate cleanup because that's like finishing a drawing and you can't do that. Oof, big words. Can we get a dog? Do you need more doggos? Ooh. I hate this family. Oh, it's so harsh. Critique. This is not critique time yet. See, it's too late now. I'm sorry, Aloria. I don't understand. You'll have to explain it in context later. I hate this family. Oof. Is it like for the holidays? Did I say critique? I meant Christmas. It's Christmas time. And my Christmas list says the fridge. Oh my gosh. Okay, Luiso. We're doing our Christmas at my house tomorrow after my mom gets home. Oh, that'll be fun. I was right. Unbab has the same energy as Ricky. Who's Ricky? Huh? So I have to travel to Burning One's house to open presents. Oh, Miles and Burning One know each other. I did not know that. That's awesome. I'm just trying to play Minecraft. I thought you were playing TR or something, friend. Oh. Oh, that's a little awkward. Sorry. I get what you mean now. I apologize. I didn't mean it like that. Ooh. We're both on Ohio, so it's possible. It's a possibility. Pilf doesn't have context clue skills. You're probably right. You're probably right. Most of the stuff I say is just like on a whim, and usually doesn't have much context to it. This is like a common theme at work too. They're just like, oh, Justin's just being Justin. He's just trying to entertain himself. Also, Sundays are my, like, most chaotic days too, so I apologize if I offended anyone. As it seems to be a common... Okay, well, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Because if we think back, Aloria, every Sunday night has been the night where I say something that's, like, contextually, like, what's happening? People, you gotta read between the lines, Pilferpup. They wrote the letters and the color. What? Why? I can't see it. Basically. Just remember, Sunday's the day you have to forgive me the most for being a dunce. I'm literally wearing the dunce cap, alright? But I always appreciate you calling me out regardless. Because I think it's also well-meaning. So thank you. People, oh yeah, posted Hades' boyfriend in the fridge. Awesome! When it comes to critique time, we will definitely look at that, Louis. What shape is a dunce cap? A dunce cap is the shape of this face. Do you see this face? If you ever see a hat with this face on it, it's a dunce cap. Traditionally cone. Oh, don't ask me how I know. Do you sit kids in the corner with a cone on their head? It's actually just like a dog cone. It's not like even like a hat. It's just like a dog's cone. This is 9. We're just gonna slow boat this until it's done. Sounds like someone's had experience. Oh, I know. I was the dunce. Aw, Lori, no. Did you really have to wear a dunce cap? Is that even allowed? I feel like that's like not good teaching skills to be forced to wear a dunce cap. It's like how will they learn if we do not publicly shame them? Oh my gosh. It's the stocks all over again, like the medieval stocks, but for children. Oh, I never had a dunce cap, but I sure felt like one as a kid. Yeah, I hear you there. I found out what a dunce cap was from the Simpsons comic. Was it Bart Kira? I think it's called Bart Kira. Oh, you can't do the dunce cap thing. That's a quick way to get fired and sued. Oh my gosh. Well, then kids shouldn't be so dumb. This is a really good song. It's almost like I put it on this playlist for a reason. Yeah. Derpy kids. I was in classes for learning disabilities until 4th grade though. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you taught them, and that's why you said like the dunce cap is not a good thing, but I get what you're saying. I probably should have been, honestly. I probably should still be in like disability classes, because I'm not very good at learning. A psychologist told my parents when I was a 1st grader that I wouldn't make it out of high school. Aw. Yeah. Well, I heard about that a lot. back in the like 80s and 90s, they used to prescribe like ADHD and ADD prescriptions pretty frequently, and then like if like a kid got bad grades or like, you know, whatever the excuse, they'd be like, oh, your kid's got issues, you know, here, take this and put them in these classes. It's like, it's not even like, oh, they just need more time to learn, because there's all these different types of learning. There's a lot to like the human brain that I feel like psychologists are still just like skimming the surface of. Because there's a difference between just like using whatever like knowledge is just there on the surface, and then actually like being around that person and understanding like, yeah, they can learn, but they learn through these methods. Because I've dealt with those kids a lot, and I was also one of those kids of like I need to sit down and practice what it is that I'm learning, because I learn almost like backwards. I have to force myself to like fight at it until I understand it, and then I get it down like pretty quickly. Oof. That monster cat though. Yeah, as a first grader you were diagnosed with ADD, but you were given meds. Well, that's for the best. I now have the same master's degree that she had, right? You made it out of college. Yeah. Who's the dummy now? It's like, but my master degree is in what's like, it's in like PE. Oh no. Oh. Dog, why do I have to wear this cone? Man, you keep chewing your stitches, dog. I keep hitting walls. Man, sit down then, dog. If I do that, I look like a desk lamp. Yeah, it's true. Do you like jazz? That was back in 1980. Yep, see, I knew it in the 80s. 80s were a wild time. Back in 86-ish. I learned by looking at something, then I'm like, yep. You're like, yep, that is a wall. Yep, that's a tree. That's how Unbab learns. He like stands there and he checks his notes. And he's got like a notebook full of like all these pages. He's taking notes. He's like, all right, I've decided that is a car. Learned. Counseling psychology, right, for marriage and family therapy. That's awesome. I originally was going to school for to be a child psychologist so I can help kids. And then I just, you get like these case files of kids being abused and, you know, stuff happening to them that you have to work through with them. And I couldn't handle it, like emotionally. It was too extreme. It's like too much to bear. And that was just like early on learning. It wasn't even like the deeper parts of those case studies, and I'm just like, nope, this is not for me. My heart cannot handle this. This world is a very, very dark place. That was a tree. Yeah, I've had to fill out CPS reports a lot when I was doing my internship. Yeah, it's really hard. It is super, super messed up. Bill was too much of a wimp to help. Just you're not wrong. I was not gonna go in there. Goodness, how many animals do we need to make now? Angel, 2. Deity, how many legs do we have left? Angel, 100. Centipede, dibs. Snake, oh come on, 1. Okay, happier things. Many happier things. So what's your, discuss this, you said you're gonna push yourself to do more, like monetization. And I do think the imposter syndrome's like very relevant. Not relevant, but like I get what you mean by that, because I too, when I do commissions and I charge, you know, I charge $135 per commission, and I feel bad like oftentimes because I'm like, am I overcharging? But for one thing, my time is like very hard to come by, and for 2, I put like 100 hours into like each commission to make it like as perfect as I can for my skill level. If only someone else loved you, Pilfer. Christmas plans. Cool. Yes, but yes. No Christmas is in one day depending on time. That's true. Yeah, I guess it is kind of almost there. What was I gonna say? Oh, Christmas plans. I'm gonna count day. You're a Count Dacula? Count Dracula? Oof, the song's intense. Yeah, okay, hold on. Stop! Christmas plans. I don't know if my brother's coming down on Christmas or Christmas Eve or what the plan is. But I'm gonna buy Death Stranding so we could play that together. And we're just gonna watch movies and eat all day, I think, which is fine, you know. If I'm hanging out with my brother, eating and watching movies is like basically all we do. It's like family tradition, honestly. It's like what all the guys do in my family. So I was gonna say it's what all the guys do while the girls cook, and that sounds like an anti-feminist thing, but that's actually true. Because my family's Hispanic, so it's actually like tradition. It's not like a negative context. I apologize if it seems that way. That's not what I'm saying. But there is like a post irony in that comment. My central dilemma is that I'm not sure what value people see in my work, if any. I think you'll build a market by just building a market, honestly, because you'll learn. It's impossible to go into a situation and not learn from it, right? So when you put yourself in the position of like, this is what I want to do, and it's like, oh, people aren't buying, what if I lower the price? Oh, people are buying. Or alternatively, it's like, this is what I do and people aren't buying, what if I change my work to this, and like the price stays the same, and they're like, oh, now people are buying that. So you're, no matter what, you're split into like whatever path works. And that's just the reality of like, you know, any business is like, the business is created as you're trying to create it. It's not necessarily like immediate. It takes 3 years to start a not just start a business, but to get like a positive income from the business. You early Christmas peeps are selfish. Wait till the 26th so everyone can open their gifts at the same day. That moment when you see a show you watched when you were a small child and cry. Oh, it's true. Oh yeah, man, I need to go to bed. Oh, Burning One. Have a great night, Burning One. Thanks for joining. We're almost at critique time. I just need 3 more frames. My family is basically white weeb, but we're actually Asian. Oh my gosh. That makes sense, because I've seen your streams and you're pretty Asian. Right, I feel like I'm running out of experimentation time. Husband just got home. I'll be back in a few minutes. You got it, friend. 26. What do you mean? 26. What do you mean? Oh, on the 26th. Maybe I'll go to Jack in the Box for dinner. Song's getting too intense. I literally feel like I don't look Asian, but I guess I do. but I guess I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just joking. Even though it's not a pilfer meme or art, when it's critique time, you should look at what I posted in meme chat. You got it, friend. I will do just that. Hand coloring frames takes ages. Make it a little painful. How many times are we gonna bat to Sans? He's dead. Not funny. Wait, what? I don't get it. He's like, I'm already dead. I need to beat Blundertail, so you guys can just watch me cry on stream. No! Oh my gosh. Oh, thank goodness. That's too much work to lose. I hate... Whoa. Who are? I mean, that's just prejudice in general. That doesn't necessarily have to do with Christians. There's plenty of people that aren't Christian that are that way too, friend. I'm Christian, so... And I don't go out of my way to hate homosexuals. I don't think that's true at all, friend. I think you're identifying a problem and giving it like a source, regardless of like truth to that source. I'm not dating? I think that's just like an easy, what's it called? Like an easy excuse to say. Because it's like, saying that all Christians are judgmental, and it's like, I don't know if you realize this or not, friend, but all humans are judgmental. The people that say they aren't judgmental are usually the ones that are most judgmental. I'm very aware of how unwrong I am, but I agree. But I do understand like the context you're talking about, and it's less saying that this is bad, and it's more saying that like this is what is right, and going along with it in the same way as, what's it called? Let's say like you saying homosexuality isn't bad, right? And you're like, I will defend this, okay? Because it's what I believe. And it's like, nobody can say whether one thing is wrong or another. It's just society will dictate what is wrong, right? Or what is right. So that being the case, if your family says you can't watch R-rated movies because those are bad, you know, you're like, let's say you're like 6, right? And it's like, you can't watch R-rated movies. Do you get to dictate whether or not that's wrong? I mean, society can be like, oh yeah, you can take your kids to R-rated movies. It's fine, you know. They're not gonna learn any bad words from that. And it's like, well, how do you know? They're not your kids. Have you raised them? Were you the one that was there when they did pick up that bad word from school and started saying it at home? And like, that's a bad word in your home, right? So, are you the one that gets to decide? I'm a grammar Nazi and just saying the wrong yeah. I am back and now I have soup. Hooray for soup! You're a soup Nazi. But yeah, so yeah, that's my point. Is like, I hear that a lot. It's like, oh, Christians are judgmental, and it's like, well, I'm a pretty devout Christian. And I don't see myself as judgmental, but if you see me as judgmental, then I apologize. It's not my place to judge. And I don't think necessarily even Jesus Christ judged. I think he was just like, hey, this is the right way to live. You're welcome to do it too. You can follow me. Or you cannot. It's really up to you. So, a Christian's identity is tied to the following of Jesus Christ's kind of his ways, right? So if somebody's not acting in a way that aligns with Jesus Christ, then they're not really being a Christian, they're just being a person, right? So if he didn't judge, then that person's not really being a Christian that judges you. Wow, it all makes sense. But you can say that about all people. It's like, it's so easy to generalize in that regard. Because it's like, in that same sense, oh my gosh, like old ones? Old, like, I think you're thinking more like old Roman Catholic now. Or like Christians of medieval, you know, they're like, burn the witch! The church says so. But I wouldn't even consider those people to be Christians. They're more like choosing an identity of power to push their agenda. And in that same regard, so are, like, in this day and age, so are, well, I shouldn't say it, but like, so are feminists, and so are like all this like LGBTQ stuff. It's like, we have an agenda and we're gonna judge everyone based on this agenda. So it all falls under the same category. It's like, you can put whatever name you want on it, but it's just bad people that want to get their agenda complete, regardless of who they step on to do it. My mom doesn't like that my brother is atheist, and she can't even accept it despite him having a good argument to it. I mean, anyone can argue anything, to be fair. It doesn't, like, let people be who they are, I guess. Bad, good, what does it even matter? You have to decide for yourself what is right, not based on others' ideals. That's like the most important thing. But the problem is that the ideals that we tend to go with are based on what's popular, right? Because we want to be liked in society. That's what usually what brings us the most joy, is getting attention and being liked. So if our ideals don't align with what is liked and what is popular, then we see ourselves as unhappy. And that's not true, because you can be happy without being liked by majority. It's the same reason why people that have like a lot of friends, quote unquote, that don't care about them, you know, they can be in a crowd of people that quote unquote call themselves friends, but are unhappy in that situation. And so that's usually what happens, is like you go through this whole thing of changing your whole belief system and changing who you naturally are to appease the tribe, to appease the crowd. And then you become dissatisfied because it turns out that that crowd wasn't a real thing. It's just like an ethereal concept of what you thought would bring you joy. And that's usually what happens to people, is like, now that I'm on top, like, it's so empty, and it's because the crowd never really cared about you. They just cared about like an idea that could be. And as long as that idea isn't yet, they cannot be displeased yet, because it's not come to fruition. People who don't believe go to hell is very dumb, because to even have the heaven and hell ordeal, you have to be a believer. Yet if you aren't one, then there's no way to be sent to either or. So it's kind of like to live in a house, right? You have to like believe that house is there. And it's like, well, I don't want to go to that house. I don't think it exists. And it's like, well, it's literally right there. And it's like, no, I don't want to turn around. That takes me to believe in something that I can't see with my own two eyes. And it's like, well, then turn around. It's literally right here, friend. And it's like, no, I don't want to, because that's not what's cool. Now you're talking about multiple realities. Episode. There can only be one reality. Like gravity exists whether you like it or not. Yeah, exactly. But I can see gravity with my own two eyes. Okay. Oh yeah, watch me. I mean, a materialistic house with mass and matter isn't the same as a mindset. It is, if you compare them similarly. It's like, I can tell you that if you turn around, you can see all this stuff. But if you decide not to turn around to see all that stuff, you won't believe it's there. You'll be like, based on the evidence that is in front of me, I don't need to look behind me to know that there isn't anything there. And it's like, well, have you tried it? No. It's like, well, it's really up to you now, isn't it? Nobody's telling you to do anything. Also, if you're living at home with your mom, it's kind of like your parents' house, your parents' rules, and I don't care what the argument is. If they're paying for you to live in that house for free, you can't really complain. Now, if you pay rent, then that's a different like ultimatum altogether. That's a different tomato altogether. That's a tomato of a different color. Oof. Oh, nice. This is coming along pretty well, not gonna lie. You can't disprove the existence of heaven or hell either. If we can see water but not air, does that mean that fish can see air and not water? Oof! That's crazy. I like that. I like that. So if I don't turn it around, then I won't be murdered by a killer. Exactly. If I just don't believe they're there. So yeah, guys, crazy ride, guys. But yeah, I actually made it to the land of the dead. So how do I live again? You gotta believe. It's as my friend David Bowie says. These cats aren't all in the same pajamas, but some of these pajamas are all in the same cat. Whoa! It's a wild life we live, guys. Oh my goodness. I humbly suggest that you take logic classes when you're in college. Wait, are you talking about me? Because you're probably right. We need more actiony music, Did I already play my Katamari Damacy song? No, I didn't. This song's so glorious. Every time I hear this, I'm just like, yeah. I should take a lot of classes, like how to create a coherent thought classes. I will say, I don't think that's the case, Miles, but you know, you're fully allowed to believe and choose what you want to believe as an individual. I was gonna say though, I think it's funny, not funny, I think it's pretty cool that here we are having this like conversation pretty respectfully. It's cold in here, but given any of my like adult friends, right, these are people like in their late 20s to like early to late 30s, like a conversation like this would make them so offended, and I'm just like, it's interesting that like you can't really change the way people think, like they have to kind of be led to that on their own, and like you can't really change the way people act, right? And I'm just like, that's pretty funny. You'll ever just be taking a shower and then you get a heartache from the thought of growing old and dying? No. I have taken a shower, just in general. No, but What's really weird is when you take a shower and you're like washing your hair and you have this like creeping like thought of death above you or like behind you, and so you like wash your eyes and you look around, you get like anxiety, right? And you're like freaking out and you're like, all right, I need to wash this off just a little bit more, and you're like, oh my gosh, something's trying to kill me right now. That's always like a really weird like concept. What happens when I'm trilling through thought in the bath or shower. Yeah, anxiety will find you in one way or another. All right, Akira is complete. That's pretty cool, and that's pretty cool. Oh man. The midlife crisis thing is real, friends. Oh, like, are friends real? That's something something I dealt with in my 20s. Honestly, when I finish my shower, the hot water makes steam and I feel like a titan. I knew you were gonna say that because you've said that before, Zombieland, and I think that's awesome. I think that's so cool. Not in an obsessive way, but in an I don't want to waste the second part of my life away on fake people. Yeah, no. Trust me, I've been cutting out people, like fake people, from my life for a very long time. I wish I started sooner, and I wish I knew better sooner about who to let go and like just let wither away like on their own and then move on, because I've spent a lot of time trying to appease people that can't be appeased. They're just gonna be who they are, and no part of generosity or kindness or like genuine like, you know, conversations will ever make them appreciate you more or be an actual person. In my opinion, when I take a shower, I sometimes just get the feeling someone is outside the curtain, which forces me to check, and then I'm afraid to wash my hair in case they attack when I can't see. Yeah, that's the same thing I was just talking about, Miles. If an afterlife exists, bye. Okay, no, it's afterlife. What about a pre-life? I want my pre-life back. I can't take a shower. There's no dry towels and the dryer's broken. You just gotta... I can't make that joke, but it's pertaining to drying off, and it's pertaining to the use of a microwave. But I will not put those two topics together because I feel like that is bad behavior. Most of my inward debates are about whether or not I'm actually a Christian, because the call to Christian living is both simple and incredibly challenging. It is exactly that, Alora. It's like a compelling. Once you've accepted Christ, a lot of these concepts are just like a compelling in a direction. I think you are exactly where you were expected to be. And that's something that I'm constantly like... I'm right there with you, Aloria. Definitely. When I forget a towel, I move my body like a dog. You just shake it off. Yeah, it doesn't work. You're still wet. You don't have the hair to like fling the water out. So you're saying go in the microwave and radiate yourself. No, don't do that. Definitely do not unbab. And I said none of that. Alright, so we got Akira's color done. Who's messaging me? Frog, get out of here. Unbab does have hair. People go through life trying to earn love, but by the time they have it, they won't need it. I can't remember where I heard that quote. I don't think that's true. How is the animation play? Oh, yeah. It's like this, friend. Actually, accurate Christianity isn't about earning love. In fact, it's about us being unable to earn love. We can't be good enough. Yeah, it's very true. But God is good enough. Yeah. That's actually something, the last 2 years was me learning that there's nothing I can do to earn, like, God's approval, which was, like, a really hard time for me. And then it's a matter of, like, you do it, you act on what is good because it's almost like natural to you, I guess, not to earn anything. And so because you cannot earn anything, and because you cannot like earn your own forgiveness and stuff, you kind of just want to do good because there's so much love inside you that it overflows. It's like you can't contain it, like no matter how hard you try. Like I feel like that's a true Christian. And so it overflows into those around you, and then they're just like, oh my gosh, what is this? And I've seen it in my friends where like they're not, and I just find situations where their friends that are Christians are like true Christians are like buying them stuff and just like showering them with affection. I don't know. I'm not explaining it very well. I apologize. Like I said, Sundays are my worst day of like mental stuff. Should we change the subject from religion and death and stuff, even though I'm the one that started it, because it should be critique time, I think. I'm back. Louis! Welcome back, friend. Hey man, just because you can, I don't know. I feel like it's always a difficult topic because people get so edged and so uncomfortable. No, you're not back, Louis. You're a fibber. You're a fibber dibber. It's like people think that being wrong means that they're like almost invalidated or lesser, or like thought of as like, oh, you know, Miles is wrong. He's not worth as much as he was before this topic started. And that's not the point at all. Like, Miles, I'm not going to think any less of you. And that's not towards you in particular. I'm just saying in general. Whether or not this debate happens or not, or this conversation, regardless which side is right or wrong, doesn't matter. If we're making people uncomfortable, just let us know. Yeah, I don't want to make others. I think they're all right. They're all pretty. I feel like everybody here is pretty mature. It's normal. I'm kissing my pillow, thinking of Pinkie Pie. I'm still hungry. I need a cereal. Wait, what? Are you eating Pinkie Pie? Oh my gosh, that poor pony. Hecking food tastes like food. Oh my gosh, get fooded. At least it's not Zelda music playing. What's the stream time now? Wow, it's already been an hour and a half. To Christmas, like Hanukkah start right, whatever, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's really cool, guy. Let's do some critique time. Critique time. It started today. Wait, what started today? What? Oh, literally same. Let's see. Burning One, I hope you're still here, friend. Hanukkah started quite some time ago. Burning One, true. Some pretty cool stuff, I think. I'm like, hey, that's pretty neat, guy. That's a pretty nice. Some good spaghetti. Burning One also did a colored version. I like how he puts a watermark on it. Like, I know I would steal this. So, I'm glad he put that there, because now I can't post it without people knowing that Burning One did it. Although I could probably edit it and be like, hee hoo hoo hoo. Now they'll never know. Now they'll never know that Burning One made this, and they'll be like, ah, Pilferpup, here's $1 million billion for this beautiful art. No one can stop me. No one can stop me, Scoob. Your stomach is the ouch. Reliable. Ugh. Snap fingers and erase all bad things in the world with mustard and mayonnaise. Oh my gosh. Whoa, pirating. Heckin' pirated. Get pillaged. Get pillaged, bro. Oh my gosh, Aloria made a goat-a-ring. It's like a... Oh my gosh, you're right, I can't steal. Heckin' unstole. Is this your goat-a-ring character? It's just you take it by one of the antlers and you just swing it around and throw it, and it's like and it comes back and it eats your cans, whatever cans are in your house. It's just like. Have you guys seen this cool Bucky's on Fire picture? Because it's a pretty cool. I think this is a pretty neat. Yeah, that's Drew Phones. I figured that was the case. Bucky did another thing. I like this these spots Bucky, who's not here right now. This red thing's pretty cool. The black is pretty neat. I like that it's just a silhouette of like some obviously dangerous thing because of all the spikes and all these like needles coming out. Looks like danger. The red eye. It's like in a cave or something. I like these like strokes. The only problem is I think the strokes show of like almost like a serenity or like a calm. I like fish that can see air. Oh my gosh, you know what? Shading art because of how easy it is to do pirate art. We are a pirate. Oh, thanks Louis. I really appreciate that. It's a Yeti. It's a Yeti hat. This almost creates like a serenity, like there's like these floating particles in this like nice serene place, and the shadow. I think in this situation you want this red to like, you have it a little bit here, but it would be on a little bit more. And then you would have this shadow come back like this, probably like to wherever it ends at. Like, you know, if this is the bright color, it comes down, you know, here, wherever that light's coming from. But the problem is, if this is brighter over here, then the light's coming this way, and it's darker over here. So really, what would happen is he would be outlined by that, and then the shadow would be like this way. Say like this, and then probably not here because that's in the way, so it'd be like this. It'd be kind of like more like that, and then you'd have this here, but then you could do something like this and have this nice lighting come in, like, let's just say it's like this color, right? It'd be like that. Something like that. Anyways, yeah, but either way, this is really cool. I like that there's red on this thing too. Moving on. Okay, so I'm gonna ignore Unbannables one again. Your hat looks like cash money. Is that what you're saying? You're saying it looks like cash money? The hat is staring into my soul and it sees you. This is, by the way, this was a really weird stream, and I apologize for that. I'm sure it's mostly my fault, as is everything in this world. Anything that I'm involved in, if there's ever something that goes wrong, it's guaranteed my fault. Just saying. If that's something that you don't like, you probably shouldn't be around me, and I apologize for that. I humbly apologize. The argument between if red or orange is blue's opposite is confirmed because fire and water are opposite and fire is orange. Actually, fire is red. So, that. And also, red is opposite to cyan. Blue is opposite to yellow. So realistically, you could say blue is opposite to orange just because cyan and blue are close to being the same, and red and orange are close to being the same. So, Pilf, I think you're overly crediting yourself with the strangeness of the stream. I mean, I am responsible for all the negativity in this land, the land of Pilferpup. But I don't know. Like I say, Sunday is the day where I'm the most like, I should just honestly, I should just not stream on Sundays and completely like get rid of the possibility of being awkward on stream. Shoot, you're right. Let's blame it on Miles. No. Magenta, cyan, and yellow are the true primary colors. You're the true primary color of my heart, Miles. So how do you like that? How do you like that, bamboozle friend? Now brown, black, and white. Oof, those are the primary colors. Did you guys see this super schmexy art? It's so clean and pretty by me. This is actually really nice though. I think this line art is like really good. You got some almost like line weight going on here, which is really cool. And the eyes look really good, the mouth. You have a certain style that I think works really well for you. And Bab, my criticism for junior artists, as I would say, is always going to be like practice people you see. I'm sorry, Pilf, how does Sailor Moon no. Ooh. She's like ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh, sorry. She's like It's getting out of control. Sorry. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark type. Who drew Yu-Gi-Oh? Stop doing a funny. My stomach is still in pain. I'm sorry. Sailor Moon. Oh, Miles did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Despite this Pokemon having no eyes. Oh my gosh, that's creepy. It makes up in lack of sight with incredible hearing. Supposedly, it can hear an incoming threat or unsuspecting prey from more than 5 miles away. Jeez Louise. That's actually kind of terrifying, to be honest. Especially because you can't see the eyes, which means that whatever emotion they're trying to convey you can't read, which puts your brain into a state of like uncomfortableness because you don't know if it's a am I okay? No. Clearly, D-Wolf, I am not okay. I think it's been well established for a very long time that there's nothing okay with Pilferpup. But I appreciate it, friend. Welcome, D-Wolf. Yeah, this is like pretty spoopy, but I think it's really cool, especially because it's missing its ankles. Is that like a JonTron reference? Oh, it's Crimson's boyfriend. Whoa! It's Toshi. Hey Toshi, how you doing? Oh my gosh, he's got one of those. It's got a squirt gun. That's what that is. I'm gonna get rid of the gun. He's got a metal hand. Okay, I'll leave the gun because it's cool. The squirt gun. He looks like a mafia bro. He's like, I can't do it. I'm so sad we can't actually go to Denny's after this. Lol. I know, that would be super cool. Thank you, Pilf. That was unnecessarily necessary. Oh, always my pleasure. Denny's is very good. It's a little expensive. Wait, Pilf can lead Santa's sleigh with the color of his face now. Sorry. Wow. Guys. It's not even 2 hours. Shake my head. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is French for something. I can't remember what the name came from. Toshi! It's a pirate gun. Oh, it's a pirate gun. Very cool. Is he a pirate? He looks like he's mafia. Also, these suspenders are really nice. You always have really good detail, and I like the shoes. I like that this leg's doing something cool. And he's got a metal hand. It's spoopy. We are talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Remember, you would look at my memes in meme chat? Miles. Pilfer just removes his face. And I'm really Flipperpip. My real name is Flipperpip. No, I don't know. There's no joke there. I'm just tryharding to be on TBH, y'all. Have you guys seen this super cool picture of a real life pony named Chaz? It's me. I'm a little conceited, I apologize. Just small. Alright, and then we got a Pilfer meme, I guess. Oh my gosh. Miles, I already looked at this one where I'm like doing this. But are we talking about Yu-Gi-Oh? Remember you would look at my meme in meme chat. Wait, what's meme? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I forgot there's a meme chat channel. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of memes. Oh my gosh, that's that a Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh my gosh, there's too many memes. Which one? Okay, oh, okay, this one. This is really good. I had to make sure it was appropriate first, but this is awesome. I'm a bee, and I'm dating a human. And now you're a human, yet not even close to dating another human. How pathetic must you be? Wow, it's really rude and true. I wish I could just like end the stream there because that would be perfect timing. Not funny, didn't laugh. Oh my gosh, Philip, I just noticed your mic on the headset and now I'm disturbed. I also have a mic down here, but you can't see it. That is one creepy bee. I drew a bee once. How do you know a bee didn't draw you many times, friend? Foolish of you to assume bees don't think of us regularly. Until every time he sees it. Hasuro Bandoro, he's like, eee! Alright. Look at all of these frames I have to color now. Oof. It's even more than the previous ones. Luckily, Lyria is much smaller. She's very small. She's a little small girl. Yas, he calls it the happiest bee. I want to see the bee. I was thinking, because one of my friends wants me to animate something for him, and I'm like, how do I charge for like a, for a very long animation? And I'm like, oh yeah, you do it by the hour at that point, because you can't guarantee how long it'll take, just that you will continue to work at it. So I'm like, oh, okay. Ooh, it's a Holly Jolly Christmas, the campfire song. I don't think that's the right lyrics for the campfire song. Have a small Christmas. Field digress, Tyson. Ooh, very nice. Ah, so nice. Such soft. No, I'm not gonna sing a song. I might be crazy. Oh, okay, let me check. The campfire song. So, I don't want to tell that story. We'll move on. Oh, it's a happy little, look at that little smile. He's got a little smile. He's like, buzz. He's like, buzz. It's really cute. I like these little wings with these little swirls in them. Looks really nice. It's actually really cool. There's like all this shading down here. And the hands have these like swirls in them too. There's got swirls up here too. I like his hair. He's got my hair. He does have like that really cute smile though. Those big old eyes. That's something I need to practice, is giving my characters ginormous eyes. Always got these things here. That's really cute. That's pretty cool. There's a ton of those in California, by the way. They're like everywhere. Loki, I already did your picture in art critique, so I apologize. Buzz. Whoa. Can you not be an edgelord? Oh my gosh, you made me. There we go. typical 16-year-old. Swearing is cool, guys. You don't know, you're just a kid. He's like, Buzz, me, yes, that's exactly what they do. That's their exact sound. You got me. You done got me, friend. Oh, this is a good color. Where'd I get this color from? Oh, I got it from my daddy. That context could work in more than one way. That's kind of funny. Seven. Oh, Pilfer, you're not wrong. Whatever you're about to say, I can guarantee that sigh of dejection at whatever act I had just done, you're guaranteed 100% correct in whatever statement you're about to say. I did learn something from TV. Oh, I didn't need to say anything. Fair enough. The statement was enough in itself to justify. That's such a Looney Tune, I feel like. Pilferpup is cancelled. I think we're both a little off tonight, Pill. If you're in good company, I'm feeling very angsty tonight for some reason. That's fine. I like some sass in my life. It keeps things like active, I guess. Oh, I like this song. Mario Anime 197. Welcome to the stream, friend. Do you animate Mario? Oh, it's Mario no anime. Oh, Mario doesn't animate. That's too bad. Save ourselves. Either way, welcome to the stream. Also, nice Umbreon friend. Umbreon, it's pretty cool. Wait, what's happening? Oh my gosh, I flipped. I got canvas flipped. Do you like to draw, Mario? Mario 197 of 200 of 9,000. Or he is over. For 197 is over to 9,000. The delivery of that joke didn't really work out. I'm sorry. I'm try-harding. Hi, I'm trying to do animation. Oh, that's awesome, bud. It's really cool. Well, if you have any questions, I will do my best to answer those questions for you. 4 of 5 sounds better than 8 of 10, despite them being the exact same thing. Oh my gosh. You know, you're actually right. I don't know, 8 out of 10 is not bad. 4 out of 5 is really good too, but yeah. 7 of 9. 7 of 9 is just from Star Trek. That was a Star Trek reference, right? And 7 of 9 is the best, alright? I think she's like everybody's favorite character from TNG. Also, obscure references are my thing, so you can't get one of those fast ones by me, friend. This is Mario No Animate's theme song. Now he's giggling uncontrollably. Wait, I am? Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It's the power of the bee. Oh, you're Hazuro Bandoru. Hello, Mr. Hazuro Bandoru. Also known as Dave from HR. Or what do they say in The Office? Oof. I apologize if I'm like licking my lips the entire stream. It's incredibly dry lately, as you've probably seen from like my mouth being super chapped. And I'm also incredibly dehydrated. So I'm sorry. Also, nobody said anything about it. I don't know why I brought it up, and I apologize for that. I'm losing my mind. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Snap out of it. Getting your pinky wet and oh my gosh. That's weird. Awkward, Miles. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Put up another pic in the fridge. I've been practicing my goosh. Your Gucci drawing? I just thought you really liked mice, Pilf. I do like mice. What does mice have to do with anything, though? Drink water. Oh, this is really nice. This is kind of creepy. Not in like a negative way. This is beautiful, but it's like eerie almost. It's like a dark acorn. It's like a crimson corn. I like this. These like shapes that you use are really cool. Super pretty. It's so weird, but like it's so interesting too. I like this plant too. I don't know. It's really good. You just you stopped me from my lasso selection again. The lip licking. I was making another joke at your extent. Oh, liked mice. I get it now. Maybe I don't understand obscure references as much as I like to think I do. No, it's like they're all chapped, and I'm like dehydrated. So I'm just like, I'm telling you, Sundays are the worst for me. All right, those are my dark days. I just need to stop streaming on Sundays. Everything I say is weird, though. It's weird when you imagine me saying it with my profile picture expression. Yeah. You like jazz? Now I want to watch a B movie tonight. That's what I'm gonna do, friend. I have to use chapstick too. I need chapstick, but I hate wearing it because it feels gross. Is eerie. Yeah. Tylenol. Oh, it looks like chapstick. Maybe one of these. It's just like a cat fur thing. You see what I did there, fam? I tricked you. I don't own chapstick. It's too uncomfortable. Has sticky mouse traps and a mouse got trapped, so I poured olive oil on it. Hey, Miles, I do the same thing. That's awesome. Yeah, so one of the apartments across the way, a different building, they had a hoarder. You got us. You got us, Pilferpup. They had a hoarder. And I guess she was hoarding so much, and then they kicked her out, right? And so they're like, I remember them yelling outside, like, you got 3 days and we're going to throw all your crap out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Like, was she doing something bad? But she was a hoarder. And so when they threw all her stuff out, like, there was an infestation of mice and rats. Or I think they were just mice. They were just mice inside her, that like, her room, I guess. And all the apartments around us. Ooh, this is a really good song. All the apartments around us are 2 stories. So, I presume like the second story in like the big room because it has its own bathroom. I presume it's like one of the bigger rooms that had all this problems. But so when when she got kicked out and like all her stuff thrown outside and all the stuff, all the mice spread out into like all the surrounding apartments. And I think one died in my wall, like in front of me over here, because you could smell like the decay of it, and I'm like, oh, when it got like really hot, you could really smell it, and it was disgusting. And I would just like open my windows, I'd leave the house until it was gone, which was really annoying. And also we would catch them in traps, but I don't like killing animals. I don't like hurting or injuring anything to like a fault. When I was younger, I used to cry when my mom would vacuum up ants. She still teases me about it to this day, but that's cool. I would also give them CPR if they ever were like in the bathtub. Anyways, moving on from my weird like, I apologize. Yeah, they would get caught in the mouse traps downstairs. And I would, like you said, pour olive oil on them, and then I'd get a towel and I'd cover them in the towel, and then I'd pull the trap out, you know, to remove them from it, and I'd hold them down on that towel so that they can't bite me, and then I'd get a container and cover them with it, and then wait for them to come in the container, flip it over, put the lid on. And CPR, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Apologies. Yeah. And I would let them go in a field nearby. So yeah, so I know what you're talking about, Miles. I know I went on a tangent from a single comment. But you know what? You're used to that by now. Chalking. Oh, you're so... You're CPR certified? Nice. Hey, that's pretty good. No water for me, friend. Apologies. That moment when you're listening to an amazing song and then someone starts talking to you halfway through, so you have to pause it. Oh, apologies, friend. Oh, yeah. In case one of the kids eats a crayon and chokes on it, you gotta give him CPR. Mouse to mouse. No, I'm not gonna guess your age. You're 38. Right? I knew it. Typical 38er.
Just look up to the sky, the one you're under. I'm looking up there too. Wait for me outside. That's where I'll be. Where the stars belong. Where the stars belong. Though our paths divide, we'll journey freely. Where the stars belong. Where the stars belong. Wait for me outside. That's where I'll be. Where the stars belong. Where the stars belong. Though our paths divide, we'll journey freely. Where the stars belong.
Let's skip these. Oh, I guess I did.
Wait for me outside. That's where I'll be. Where the stars belong. Where the stars belong. Though our paths divide, we'll journey freely. Where the stars belong.
Pilf, have you watched any ASMR videos? I've seen like some. I don't watch them though. Like I don't go out of my way to watch them. I just was interested in like what people like about them. And it's funny because my brother's like super into TikTok. I'm just like, ugh, TikTok. Some TikToks are actually pretty funny. I like a lot of them. I think there's like some negative connotations pertaining to TikTok that aren't true. But oh yeah, ASMR though. I found my brother likes some like weird stuff, not in, like a weird like gross way. I just mean like he likes like punk and like goth, I guess. And I found this ASMR where they pretend like the girl or you know whoever, obviously it's gonna be a girl for my brother, she wears like cyborg stuff and she builds you like through the ASMR, like, okay, now I'm connecting the cerebral cortex, and she's like, you know, she does her little like thing, and I thought that was like a pretty cool idea, and so I showed it to him, and he blew up. He's like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. So that's like his thing now, is these like ASMRs where they like build you like a robot, I guess. And I was just like, oh, I figured you'd like it. But there's some like, I don't know, I thought that was like a pretty interesting and like unique idea. And of course it has like all these like dark colors to it. It's like a industrial machine shop or something. Anyways, I don't know if that answered your question. I apologize that all of my connecting ideas whenever a question is asked are like these long stories that probably aren't that interesting. I'm giving you the scoop, the scoop-de boop. I tried going to sleep to ASMR at a sleepover once, and it almost worked until someone started making fun of the video. I was thinking, oh, I started watching some that are spa related. So my husband sent me a video from the Late Show about oh, spas sound cool. I don't know how that would be spa related though, like how that would work. I presume like waterfalls and maybe like some like quiet talking. Ooh, this is a really nice song. And maybe like I don't even know. Spa ones are nice. I fall asleep to them all the time. Now I have to. Wait, hold on. It's way uncomfortable and creepy. Wait, what? Which ones are uncomfortable and creepy? Maybe I'll start doing ASMR. Maybe that'll be my new thing. Pilferpup ASMR. It's just gonna be the keyboard and my stylus. I'm not gonna be talking at all in it. Oh, the Late Show one is creepy. That's probably really fun then. Hey, what's up, Pilf man? How you doing, Esfose? It's good to see you again, friend. I put in stream suggestions. Okay, thanks. I want Scott Pilgrim's 2-hour or 10-hour ASMR compilation. How have you been, Esfose? What's new with you, friend? Sorry. Is it late for anyone else? It is late for me, friend. It's 12:41 a.m. right now. But yeah, the spa ones that I watch are of someone giving a light head and neck massage using different essential oils and stuff. Wait, ASMR. I'm trying to think of like, I can understand they talk about it and maybe like, you know, like rub the oil on their hands next to the microphone, but I wonder how they quote unquote massage you via microphone. Also, I'd rather just go to a real spa. Me and my coworker always talk about doing a couples spa day, because she's like, me and her have grown to become like very close, like, you know, comfortable, like really good friends, almost like brother and sister in a way. And we're like, oh, we need to go to a spa, you know, like have a couple spa day. And so we were talking about it, and we went to go check, and they're like, oh, are you guys comfortable being like shirtless around each other? And we're both like, nope, cancel. Because like, I think you're just in like your underwear when you go. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's hard to describe, right? But I do want like a real spa day. Like I'm willing to spend that Gucci money, like 150, you know, because I want to be wined and dined and spa'd. Oh, it is in there already. It's mostly because all of my work that I do is like physical labor, you know, on my other jobs. Do-it-yourself spa at home. All the way. Wait, what? Is that just like the bathtub? Because I do that too with like Epsom salts. It's pretty glorious, not gonna lie. We should do a collab stream of doing do-yourself spa things. It would be a lot of fun. I don't even know how that would work, friend. We can do a facial mask. Ooh, that would be fun. That would be a very weird stream. And mani-pedis. Oh my gosh. That sounds fun. That's just called having my nieces over, honestly. Just let's real talk here. My nieces come over and I'm like, alright, Justin, calm down. It's spa day, and they're just like putting stuff on my face. I'm like, girls, please, no. Can we do your nails? No! I have work in the morning. Buy his niece's makeup. Nieces make him wear the makeup. Oh, thanks. This is great. This is exactly what I wanted. They're pretty cool. One of them always ends up crying though. I'm just like, ugh. I'm like, I'm not responsible for this. You go talk to your mom. It was really relaxing, but I always end up with a unibrow. Oh yeah. Younger, she'd be mine. Yeah. As a joke or on purpose? Was it on Dolphin? Yeah, she'd just start doing a good job, but get bored and then make me look like a homeless person. That sounds more fun than anything, honestly. I mean, like, makeup in itself is an art form. There's even, like, jobs for it. I'm obviously like, oh, it's a makeup artist. There's, like, a cosmetician or whatever they're called. Like, hair and makeup or whatever. You know, celebrities and whatnot. So, I don't know. Frame 14 out of 28 feels good. Feels really bad. But I'd say I'm about halfway done. After, what is it, like 2.5 hours? Yeah, about 2.5 hours. Do I watch America's Got Talent? Yes. My favorite one is Piff the Dragon. Piff the Magic Dragon, I think. A makeup artist from my wedding was on that show. Oh, that's awesome. And Mr. Piffles. I love Mr. Piffles. That's like one of the few times I actually care about a dog. Like somebody's dog. Normally I'm like, oh cool, you have a dog. That's really... Mr. Piffles is a cutie pie. Wow, Pill. That's cool. Piff the Magic Dragon was really good with making sandwiches. Yeah, it's true. I will alert Mother and Ruby. Oh, I can wreck. I like Ruby. You know, I had this plan that I didn't follow through with Ginger East. Because you sent me a picture of Ruby for Halloween where she's Darth Ruby. And I was going to draw that. I was gonna make a beautiful painting, full production quality of Darth Ruby, and I just never went through with it. Typeface was fun. What's Typeface? Yeah, Rose was my makeup artist. That's awesome. Tapeface. Oh, he's like that mime guy, right? I remember starting it, and I can't remember what he does. I think I just wasn't interested. I'll have to rewatch it. Ew, the regurgitator, that sounds disgusting. A good free falling skit and a horse race one, which is really good. I'll have to check that out. Ricky! Oh, it was in fact the wrong layer. I'm glad I didn't mess with that. Or make that permanent. That would be very bad for me. Ooh. Yeah. Different guy should go to bed soon. Alright, Aloria, thanks so much for hanging out, friend. I appreciate you sticking around on stream for the almost 3 hours. I'll probably go for another half hour too. I really want to finish the frames, coloring these frames, at least getting the base down so I could just do it all tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Look at sugoi. See ya. For Christmas Pilf also did focus on, or however you say it, go off the grid. What? Bye bye. What are you doing for Christmas, Pilf? I don't know. I think my brother might be down, but he might be down the day after Christmas, so probably nothing. Also did Foos. Who's Fos? Oh. Did Faust go off the grid? I don't know. I heard he quit. But, you know, I don't know. Oh, okay. Are you gonna take any more animation classes soon, Ginger East? You have it for school. Oh, I got my mom David Bowie t-shirt and some Betty White Golden Girls socks that are creepy for Christmas. I have for school, meaning I am taking it till summer. Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, you need to start practicing in your own time too, if that's the career you want to take. Or you can not, which is also something people do. You'd be surprised. A lot of animators don't actually practice. People that go to school for art don't practice, and it's like, that's fine. I get it. Just remember that portfolio is everything. You're much, much younger than me though, so you'll probably actually make it. Also, I got into Sam Houston. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. What's your favorite animated movie, Ginger East? I do at times, but I'm trying to get into competitive Apex, so I am having to grind up my team on computer because we all start on Xbox and aren't used to it. I need to reach level 10 to enter. Do you really have to guess? What is your favorite animation? I honestly don't know. I'm sorry. Is it Ponyo? Is it Ponyo? I actually didn't know that. I'm sorry. The other one, Stitch, is like pretty fantastic. I love Stitch so much. Humanity. Fair enough, friend. I have a giant Stitch. It's like this big. It's friggin' cool. It's not here though. It's in California, sadly. I should have had my parents bring some of my stuff. But when I visit California again, I'm gonna... Oh my gosh. Photoshop stopped working. If this is broken, if this animation is corrupted, I'm done in this town. I give up on life. I'm gonna be so actually furious if this animation is broken.
I feel the sunshine.
I think this is where I'm at, so I'm gonna save a backup because I'm actually pretty angry about that. What frame was I on before? Do you know? I think I was on frame 17. So it's not. I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, because that's the one I just did. Because I was thinking her butt's too long here. Okay, good. 250 stitch pins, jeez Louise. I mean, yeah, that movie's pretty fantastic. I really like, what's the designer's name? He's really famous for having, like, very sexualized characters. But he's got really nice art, too. He did How to Train Your Dragon as well. It's sad because I actually know his name, but I forgot. Chris Sanders, that's right. Yeah, he does like a lot of really good stuff. He has a very unique style. Very animated and fun. Like, you could actually feel the weight of his characters moving around, which is so cool. And like the gestures of these things. Going like this, and then her legs like that, and the arms like this. You can really see that kind of gesturism in his art, kind of going like this. And that's something that I like. I really look up to him for how great his art is. You can see how like all this kind of connects. You can see this, and that. Like, you can definitely feel. It's fantastic. Chris Sanders is awesome. Really cute character designs. Let's see. He has like this really nice line that he does. Or tiger. Oh, here it is. Yeah. It's all like in the head expression. I like his little bunny too. You like the TV show? Interesting. Hold on, I have a Stitch Pins collection is worth at least $1,000, geez, and that's just my pins, not counting the limited edition statues and shirts. Wow, that's crazy. I can show you my addiction next time you come over if you want. I have a whole board of them. Dude, that's awesome. That's really cool, man. I didn't know you liked it that much. I thought you just really liked the movie. I didn't know you liked Stitch and stuff. Who's your favorite character in that movie? Is it Nani? Ani, or whatever her name is? I'm just kidding. It's clearly Stitch. Movies and show, but then Disney Plus came out, so that was a pointless buy. I mean, I don't know. If it's part, if you're collecting, then you want to have like it all tangible, right? Reuben's actually my favorite character. That's well known enough to people for people to get it. Who's that? Is that the big guy that keeps dropping his ice cream? Oh, interesting. Well, you said you like the cartoon the most, so that's interesting. I'll have to check it out then. And is really goofy, but works for the bad guys. Who is the one that makes sandwiches? Oh, is he the one with a big R and he's like a hamster? Because he eats like bologna sandwiches all the time or something? Because that totally makes sense that that's the character you like. Ow, my fingers, they hurt. Dang, what a long stream. Stitch 211 family, Hamsterville. Hamster man forgot how to spell his name. Special agent. Oh. Let me see. Reuben, Lilo, and Stitch. Oh, he looks kinda cute. That guy. He's like obsessed with making sandwiches, I guess. It's low-key. Reuben kind of doesn't really work for the bad guys, though. He just kind of hangs around and acts as moral support to Hamsterville and Gontu. And comic relief sometimes. Oh, interesting. He's like, take that back. Dan backslide. I'm taking Advanced Animation 2 next semester, and it's going to be a wild ride. It's going to be friggin' crazy. Because I'm going to have to push myself so hard. Because I want to do like a really good job. And really like master animation in general is kind of like the idea. But the problem is that I have a very loose style that like isn't necessarily very refined, and it's not bad. It's very animated and like movable. But the problem is that when I get like detail driven, it gets really hard for me to animate because I think too much about like all these things and like where they move and how they should move, etc., that my brain just like stops. And so I'm worried that it's going to be like, here, animate this really complex character doing this thing, and I'll be like, wait, what? It's too much. Oh, love the Kim Possible and Lilo and Stitch crossover. Or Kilo and Stitch. Oh, Kim Possible was really good. I just like that the story kept moving forward in Kim Possible. And that her and Ron, I think, get together, right? I want to see like Kim Possible future or something when it's like many years later, when she's like a secret agent, like adult, and her and Ron are like married. I always like when they do that, when it's like a time skip and you see where like kind of everybody ends up. The problem is you can't do that earlier in the show because people will stop watching because they'll be like, oh, well, now I know where it goes. So there's no mystery of like what'll happen next. Stop. What? Oh, wait, what? Fun fact, Kilo and Stitch crossed over with 4 other Disney shows. Kim Possible, Recess, weird, and that Dragon Kung Fu show. And the Proud Family, that's so funny. I remember the Proud Family. I actually really like that show. That's never going to be made, and if so, it's going to be bad, like the live action. I mean, you want to talk about bad live action? Let's start talking about The Mandalorian. I'm just kidding. Oh, did you like Star Wars, by the way? The 9? Yeah, awesome. I thought it was the best out of all the Disney ones, in my opinion. It's the only time where the story moved, where any of their creation moved forward and didn't just stay like stale in place. Also, I love Kylo Ren. He's really cool. He's like the edgiest character ever created. Had some issues, but overall thought if that was how they did the Disney saga, it would have been amazing. Right. If 9 was the saga, it would have been perfect. But sadly, I feel like 9 was 3 movies smushed together. It was a little too fast, also. Like, there was no scenes that I could like stop and anchor myself to and be like, oh, that's fun. Because say what you want about episode 8, when you spend time with Luke or Rey, you feel like you spent time with them because there's scenes that you can remember and be like, oh yeah, remember when this happened, be it good or bad, at least you can be like, oh yeah. But 9, there's so much information that nothing sticks out except the beginning, because the beginning was glorious. The beginning was so friggin' cool. I was like just nerding out so hard. It was crazy. Like, there's so many choices in the beginning that I was just like, this is some of like the coolest design ever, and like just concepts. Because there's this part where this isn't a spoiler, it's just like a thing that happens. Kylo Ren is the coolest character friggin' in all of Star Wars, in my opinion. Also, I love that when he's fighting at the end, he's just in like a t-shirt. I was like, dude, if that's not like the coolest thing ever, I don't know what is. But what I was saying is there's this part in the beginning where the Millennium Falcon is like trying to retrieve this information from a spy. Palpatine is my favorite non-animated sci-fi character, and so I love the movie. I don't know who that is, apparently. mean Palpatine? Pee-pee time? Autocorrect. Oh, Palpatine. Oh yeah, he's fun. So I also like the new girl, Jonna, I think her name is. Finn's counterpart, basically. I really wish, and also, basically all the characters in this movie were more interesting than the previous ones, like 7 and 8. It's so sad because, like, even though the bounty hunter had like such little screen time, she is more interesting than all, like Rey or Poe or C-3PO, you know. It's conspiracy by the Senate. Oh, but what I was saying is, in the beginning, they're like by the Jedi Council. What's it called? They're like retrieving this information, and there's this really like beautifully crafted scene where the ship docks, but there's like TIE fighters coming in to like chase them, and you see this like the agent above them, whoever the guy is that got the information, and he tosses his cable down, and like they don't dock, they're just like hovering there, and they open the 2 hatches, and the cable comes through, and they plug it into R2 to like record the information. And I'm just like, this is so cool, and like you're kind of like on the edge of your seat because you're like, oh my gosh, like these TIE fighters are coming in and they're like in this crazy place and they're already in a rush, and there's just like, it's like so fast that they're doing all this stuff and they're having this conversation, and then he's just like, how do we pay you? And he's like, win the war. And then they just like book it out of there, and then immediately he starts what is it, light speed skipping, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my brain was just like galaxy, it just expanded because it's so fun, like just these ideas and visually stunning. Oh man, I loved it. I mean, obviously it's just excess, right? It's just like over exaggeration, but the amount of non-exaggeration they've done in the entirety of what they've created prior to that, I'm just like, I don't care if like there's not real context anymore. You guys haven't done anything new and interesting with this saga until now, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I can nerd out over the new one all day long. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought it was really fun. I really want to see it again, maybe tomorrow. Gonna head out, it's getting late, like the falling cycle. Also, mother has strep, so stay away. Oof. Alright, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out, Ginger East. Have a great night, bud. Dang, there's still people hanging out. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate you sticking around this long. Oh, ooh, oh. I was like, oh, only 4 more frames, and I'm like, oh wait, that is not correct. Many, many more frames, fam. Dang, I really want like a chocolate, like a chocolate espresso shake or something right now. Sorry, quick question. What's on your head? Looks nice. Oh, it's a Yeti hat. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a hat. It's got eyes and teeth, and it has the ears. I got it at an anime convention when I first moved down to Texas. It was the first convention I'd been to. Anime convention, and I wanted to buy a bunch of like, I don't know, just festive stuff, like stuff that looked fun to wear at conventions if I ever go back. And so I've worn it at conventions since, and people are like, oh, that's really cool. I'm like, oh, I guess it is cool, isn't it? I'm like, oh, nice. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. But thank you. I did this. It's pretty close, honestly. I may just duplicate. My eyes are getting all blurry. I'll make sure all this is really cool. But anyways. Getting to the end there, fam. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more frames. So, do you like animating? Mario, no animate? Are you an animator? What do you like to draw, friend? Tell me a little bit about yourself. I am interested. Oh, nice. Umbreon. Very cool. Who's your favorite Pokemon from the new games? I like Wooloo a lot. I would have to honestly say Wooloo is my favorite from Sword and Shield. Something about its design is like really fun. And I don't know. It's pretty weak, I feel, but I think it's pretty fun to use. Also, I like Score Rabbit. And what does Score Rabbit evolve into? It's like Blazebun or something? Score Rabbit evolution. Score Bunny turns into, I'm using Bulbapedia. I wonder what its other names are. Score Bunny evolves into, oh my gosh, please. Kaboot, I think. Oh, is that what it's called? I think you might be right. Oops. There's none named Kaboot. Score Bunny evolution. All of these are wrong. Okay, it's this one right here. His name is Show Me. Oh, dang it. I don't care. I don't know. I can't find it, sorry. Oof, got the chills. 23, 24. I feel like there's a bug on me. Oops. My finger hurts so much right now. From doing this for the last 3 hours. I'd like to know about the characters. Are they yours? Yeah. So this is my beloved Lyria. She's up above me too. And then the very top right corner up there is Belly Rub, which is her companion, or I guess her boyfriend, in like later seasons. So I'm working on this story. It's like a big comic called Pilferpup. I might rename it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But it's about their like connection and kind of like their relationship and how it grows over time and like what they mean to each other and how far they'll go to be together. Because fate constantly tries to pull them apart, but they keep gravitating back towards each other. And it's kind of like love binds us stronger than fate tries to spread us or separate us. And a lot of it has to do with communication too, because he's really bad at communicating. And she reads a lot of books. But yeah, let me see. I think it was this one. This is a lullaby. You can see it here. And this is Lyria again, which is her. I was doing like facial expressions with them so that to like round out their personalities a bit and really lock down what they would look like in these situations. Lullaby is another one of their companions that goes on adventures with them. This is Belly Rub. That's the one that's up there. And he's like really, really shy and like nervous all the time. But that's because his story is about like breaking through the mold of like what people have put you into. And then there's Hollux, which is like kind of devious. And she's kind of like a bully. But she softens up a bit, but her story is more about arcing over the 3 books. Because she goes from being like evil to really, really evil to like not so evil. And then she kind of understands what Lullaby has been like talking about the whole time. And then there's a pig character named Crispy Bacon, aka Crispy Bacon. And little piggy is so cute. But yeah, so that's just like 4 of them that I've drawn or I've created and like written their story and stuff. It's just I don't feel I'm strong enough artist or like a storyboard artist or background artist strong enough yet to make the comic like come to fruition. But I'm getting to that point, and one of the goals is this: by the end of this next year, 2020, I want to have at least half of the comic like made, you know, like something I could show people and be like, this is what I've been working on, do you get it now? But yeah, that's the idea. I hope you like them. Ideally, I want to. Well, I want my characters to be like aesthetically pleasing to like everyone. You know, like, oh, I'm interested in that. So I don't know. I don't know if they are to you or not, but I think that would be cool. If I had the skill of creating generally pleasing characters to most people, you know, everybody kind of likes them. That would be nice. Because character design is also part of like the skill that I'm trying to learn. It's finding ways of conveying these personalities and like creating these dynamic and interesting characters using a kind of a combination between like traditional anime, or not traditional anime, but like shonen anime. And I feel like I've seen character on your profile somewhere before, maybe on Twitter or DeviantArt, both actually. Pilferpup is both on Twitter and DeviantArt. It says it, oh yeah, it kind of says it up there, and Instagram. So I mean, that's cool. You know, if you've seen him around, that I think that's awesome. I'm trying my best to kind of promote my characters, but you know, I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to market myself and promote myself and be less timid as an artist and as a person. It's definitely a long journey, friend. Yeah. Last frame. Whew. Cool, I like your motivation. I can't seem to grasp my own. You will in time, as you get more like driven and passionate about what you want to do. I think it's pretty easy to find like a vehicle or like a driving force and be like, this is what I want. Because I really like Naruto, I like Pokemon, I love Digimon, and I like Kingdom Hearts a lot. And so that, like, all my ideas kind of culminate around that concept of like all those things combined and like in my own universe that I've created. And I really want something that's like kind of radiates kind of like that same kind of feeling that you get from Pokemon, where it's like a whole new adventure. Like anything can be out there, you know. Like what cool, interesting characters can we meet along this like big journey? But then Naruto has like these really fun characters with these like really cool, intricate backstories and like all this crazy stuff that goes on all the time. And then Kingdom Hearts is just this like weird, wild story where it's like these new lands, you know, like discovering these truths together. Like, where does this all start from? Like, how deep does this rabbit hole go? And Digimon's kind of like forging these friendships and getting stronger together and like evolving together. And so all of that I really want to turn into, I want my story to kind of like resonate with all those like ideas. Yeah. Complete. That's awesome. We made it, friends, all the way through to the end. It only took all night. It's like 2 a.m. now. But now I can do, that. And then this, and this, and this. It's a little laggy. Yeah, it lags a little bit because of the screen. But alternatively, I also did... Where is it? Oof, it's getting chilly in here. Animation, I think it's A2. This running cycle. And that's her up there too. I just need to fix some of the lines on that. But yeah, that's also her. Thank you, I appreciate that. I like that her shirt like kind of flows in the wind. And then she has like kind of like a fox hop. It's kind of the idea that I went with it. I just need to fix some of it because the shirt is like nice and it like furls up, but it gets like a little too kind of lost in translation over here, and it kind of does like this where it needs to have like a nice smooth like motion to it because that weight gets pulled around as you're running. But yeah, so I'll probably color this one too. Let's be honest, if I've already colored the other one, I'll probably color this one too. But yeah, so that's it for tonight. I accomplished my goal of coloring or getting like the base colors set up for the other one. So now I could just go through and like color everything, which in all honesty, now that I think of it, will probably take even longer. Ugh. But anyways, thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for hanging out, Mario Anime. It was a pleasure having you here. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thanks for sticking around, and everybody else who's still here, geez Louise, guys. It's been like 3 hours. Let's see how long has it been. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Not bad. But yeah, have a great night. Stay safe. Bye.